Is the amount you earn directly proportional to the investment you should make? Or should you just eat your money if you don't earn something substantial and just chill, till perhaps miracle happens and big money comes for you to invest? So this video is about investing depending on what you earn. And as I said, do not invest until you earn this particular amount. Now that this amount, we'll figure it out together. Let me give an example. I'll start from a paycheck of 100,000. Usually, we say that 10% of your pay should go towards a savings called your emergency savings, at least 10%. So say that from the 100,000, 10,000 has gone towards your emergency savings, and then say the other 40k cuts across to your feeding that you're not married. Know this and know this today, that the best time to get your finances in check is when you are single. If all you're single, congratulations. Please do everything you can to earn enough, not just that, to have invested in very core assets that will now begin to give you income before you get married. Because if you as an individual spend say 50k on upkeep in a month, once you get married, that amount will very well double, and then once you begin to give birth, it could go as high as quadrupling. Remember inflation too. But now I'm talking to singles, right? So if you're married, doesn't mean you should not watch this video. It only means that perhaps you will need to do more if you know that your income presently is still around the range I'll be mentioning. So say 100,000 naira in a month. Let's say your upkeep money is about, let me say 30k. Invest your emergency savings is about 10%. That's 10,000. So that's 40,000. Say Christian, let's say your tithe, let me say 10,000. That's 50,000. Let's just assume that 50k from your earning does not go to you. It goes into stuff that you need to sort out, bills, and let's say you are not in any debt at all. So let's say 50k only might be something that you can set aside. Now say you are very, very deliberate with your savings and you can put yourself 40k in your savings in a month. Great, 40k down. How do you want to invest 40k? There are different ways that you can actually invest 40k. You can do FGM bonds. FGM bonds can give you up to 17% if you are doing it for 2 years, and up to 18% for 3 years. So 17% for 2 years for 40,000, 6,800. It means in 2 years you get 6,800 in ROI. For FGM savings bond, you get your principal, that's your capital, back after the tenure in which you invest for. So if you say you're putting your money there for 2 years, you get 6,800 in a year. And that 6,800 is splitted into quarterly. So every 3 months, you get a fraction of that 6,800 till an entire year, right? So that means you are paid 4 times. That 6,800 is splitted into 4. You have paid it out within 12 months, right? And then if you paid for 2 years, then you get back your 40,000 naira. If you are doing 3 years, 7,200 also will be splitted 4 times. So it means that 7,200 in four ways is what? That's 1,800 every 3 months. So you are paid 1,800 in 12 months, and you are paid for up to 3 years. If you go for 3 years tenure of the bonds, you are paid 1,800 every 3 months till the end of 3 years. Then you get back your 40,000. So can you and I deliberate if that 1,800 is something that can be calculated as something substantial? No, in it, great. Now let's raise your income to 150,000. Let's say you still manage, even that 100k, saving 40k is me reaching very far. Most people cannot right now with the cost of living, with the cost of things. So let's say you're doing 150k in a month, your income. Let's say you can manage to save, let me say another 30-40% of that. Do the same math that we did. It's not substantial, right? Another thing you can invest 40k in something that can earn you recurring income is treasury bills. Treasury bills will give you the interest once. So if let's say they are giving, let me say for example, right, let me say 10% on 6-month treasury bills, it means once you put in the 40k or 50k, you get back 10%. That's 5,000 or 4,000. You can either withdraw it immediately or keep it. Even 4,000 or 5,000 is not really something in our present day Nigeria, for those that are listening in Nigeria, right? Now, if you want to do, I'm looking at something else that you can, something more realistic. Even if you are doing mutual funds, I presently have 100,000 naira in one of my mutual funds, and the return so far for the past close to 1 month now or more, it's just about maybe like 3,000 naira interest on 100k, right? So let's raise more. Let's say that now you now feel like, oof, I want to put my savings together and invest. 100k, 200, 150k earner, you might be having to save up to like 6 months before you can put something substantial to now say perhaps you want to put it into the same FGM bonds. Maybe now the money is like 200, 300k, your payout will be quite substantial, right? Treasury bills is to be quite substantial. If you want to do properties have payment plans in Nigeria. You can start with a particular amount of money and spread over time. Now my point is just that you can see that to really invest in a way that you can get back something profitable, if you want to invest in things that pay you dividends, that pay you back, that gives you recurring income, you need to have something substantial to put in it, right? You're doing this math together. So whatever it is that you are earning, if you're earning between 100k to 1 million naira, you can very much do the mathematics right now. If you're earning more than that, in fact, no need to even do any math, you can conveniently invest. So it means that you're able to invest. If you're earning more than 1 million naira in a month, you're earning up to 2 million naira in a month, come on. You can easily invest something that will give you more substantial pay back. But 100k to 1 million naira, as a single person, you need to really sit and plan how best to invest it. Now, how best to invest? Now, at the beginning of this video, you're thinking that I'll call a particular pay grade and say, no, don't invest, you start earning this. No. Know this, that investing most times, if you earn little, it's just about how you can be dedicated, because if you cannot be faithful in small, you can be faithful in plenty. I think the Bible has a particular verse that says something like that. But you can be faithful in small, you can be faithful in plenty. So you still need to have the attitude of setting aside the aim of investing, even if you earn very, very low. Please do that. Now, your focus, if you earn quite low, should be how to increase your income. There are different stages when it comes to finance. We have the dependent stage. That's where somebody still puts your bill. Maybe like your parents put your bill, or basically your parents. You're dependent on somebody. Then we have the survivor stage. That's the point where you are trying to really put things together. You're making money. You're trying to like survive, do better, make your life's quality better, trying to really survive. Then we have another, I'm trying to remember this stage, I can't remember it very, very clearly right now, but these stages go up to the point where you get to financial independence. I think we have 5 stages. If I remember, I'll put it in the caption. It goes up to the part where we have financial independence as the last stage. These are just a point where now you're not thinking of your active income. You're not thinking of salary. What takes care of you is proceeds from what you have invested in. I know of someone who instead every month from his mutual funds, he's paid as high as 500,000. Another mutual fund is about 1.5 million that it's paid out from. And for him to be paid out as high as that from his mutual funds, it means that he has nothing less than 30 million naira in his mutual funds. Yes. Nothing less than that, depending on which he's doing, but nothing. We have money market mutual fund. I think we have Stanbic IBTC. You can get that from Stanbic Bank. Just go to any Stanbic Bank and say you want to invest in mutual funds. It's not the video for mutual funds, but I can give you that as an example. So he gets paid out as high as 500 from his mutual fund. So he's not even spending his active income. He's a married man, but he makes as high as 2 million naira from the mutual fund, and that can take care of his expenses. I mean, easy. Even in our present day Nigeria, it can. It's one of the comfortable Nigerians with that payment from an asset, and that's not the only asset he has. He does treasury bills, he does stocks. There are dividend paying stocks also, companies that pays you dividends. Some pay every quarter, some pay every 6 months, some pay once a year. And also, you can even invest to a point in real estate that you get to be able to flip properties and buy another. So he has all this investment and he still works actively and still earn active cash, but that's not what takes care of him. So he has gotten to almost the point of financial independence, because he is even still building, but this point where he is a very comfortable point. But to get to that point, remember the principle I said he has in mutual funds. So my point is, at whatever level it is that you earn at right now, you know what you should be aiming at. You know what stage you are in. Are you independent? Are you in survival? You know what stage you're at. You know what you should be aiming at. And you know the asset investment available to you. So my advice would be that if you know that you cannot invest a substantial amount of money after your monthly income, whether you earn as a freelancer or as a salary owner, what you should be aiming at is, how do I increase my earning? But that doesn't mean that you should not set aside money from your savings, because if you don't know how to put aside money now to invest, even when you earn a lot, you would also have an excuse to not want to put money aside. So start imbibing the culture now. It's just that now you might need to accumulate for a number of months before you can invest, but then yearn to grow. And a part of that money put aside could even be used to get knowledge on how to help you make more money. So I think with this knowledge I've passed on in this video, you already know where you are at and you know what to do. If you really need the knowledge to know how to monetize more what you already do, I have a course on that called Discover Hidden Jobs, Negotiate Top Pay. The link to that course will be in the caption. If you also want to know how to plan, financial planning, budgeting that will help you be able to maximize whatever it is that you earn at the moment, you can book a one-on-one consultation with me. You can text me on WhatsApp on 08167865651, country code +234. Even if you are in the abroad, if you are in Nigeria, I would say you are in the abroad. If you're in Canada, US, whatever country you are in, you can still book a consultation with me. I have clients that have helped abroad structure their finance, because it's easy for you to get lost if you're abroad, because you pay your rent monthly, you earn in dollars, you send money home. So you really need to book a call with me. Let's go structure so that you can really build and invest a lot while you are actively earning. So like, subscribe, comment, share, and turn on post notification, because the next video will always be better than this one. See you in the next one.